says Yahshua. Not one year, not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yahshua. Not one year, not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yahshua. Not one year, not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yahshua. Yahweh, Yahshua, Israel, Yahudah, Yehudim, Ephraim, Melo, 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 Hagoyim.
Shalom Aleichem. Peace be today. I am Messenger Daniel. This is in the name of Yahuweh. Welcome back, Yahushua Ministries. Invite you to listen to thatgreatfm.com every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be today. Yahweh blessings. Peace being today. I thank Yahweh for so many blessings and so many grace and mercy He has been doing for me in my life today. I always praise Yahweh for His mercy, for His forgiveness, and for everything Yahweh has been done for me in my life today. It always be a privilege, a blessing to be in the land of the living. I thank Yahweh. I'm still living. The scripture declared that to be content in whatever the circumstances might be. I try my best to always be content in whatever the circumstances might be. There's many people who sleep last night doesn't wake up. If Yahweh choose to wake me up this morning, it's a blessing. I cannot take it for granted. Many of you perhaps today might be thinking there is an accident or coincidence, but as far as it stands, to me, there is no accident and there is no coincidence. Because Yahweh has appointed a time and a season for everything under the sun. If Yahweh has already created everyone of you for a purpose, for a task, there is no accident. There is no coincidence. Whatever happened in your life journey, it cannot be an accident or a coincidence. It meant to be happen in your life, and it's happening. But many of you doesn't understand what it takes to be a servant of Yahweh. It's not only to be a leader, but to be a servant of Yahweh. Abba, I come before you today. By your grace, by your mercy, here I am to do your will, according to what pleases you. Here I am to serve you in spirit and truth, to open up the eyes to those who are going to listen to your message, to those far off, and to those who are near. And you declare that no one can come close to you unless the Father, Abba Yahweh, draw them near to you. If it's by your will, Abba Yahweh, today, make your will be done on earth as it is right now in paradise. May Abba Yahweh sanctify you. May Abba Yahweh lead you, guide you, protect you, and be with you in YAHUWEH MESSIAH's name. There is so many deceptions, so many confusions in this world today. Humanity are upside down because of the tradition of men. Every month, there is some celebration. Every month, there is holidays. But where are those holidays coming from? Do they come from Abba Yahweh or do they come from men? Why there is so many confusions among men? Shalom Aleichem. Peace be in today. I am messenger and in the name of Yahweh. Welcome back. YAHUSHUA Ministries invite you to tune in and that great FM.com and also to tune in and Facebook at Daniel Hyland. It's a time now to unite to the church of Israel back to the kingdom of Abba Yahweh. Every year, we hear about Esther. When we hear about Esther, we're talking about Purim. Shalom Aleichem to you all. May Abba Yahweh be with you and bless you. Shalom Aleichem to you also, Sharon. May Abba Yahweh bless you and be with you. Every year, we hear about Esther. When there is Esther, there is also Purim. Purim is an Israelite holidays, or it is a Jewish holidays. Or the children of Israel must participate in this story of the Jewish people. Where is on the scripture about the children of Israel? Remember the feast of Purim, Esther. Did Abba endorse the Jewish feast Purim for the children of Israel to celebrate or participate in it? Abba already announced it and declared it. The children of Israel must to come before him 3 times in a year. 3 times in a year. Why every month there is some festivities, but they are not on the scriptures. They are not on the Torah. They are not on the ancient covenant or on the old covenant or the new covenant. Abba Yahweh authorized the children of Israel to celebrate the feast of Purim or pagan holidays Purim. Remember in 1 Corinthians 14 chapter verse 32 declared, Abba Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of shalom, peace, and all the congregation of the house of Israel. The scripture never refer about the Jewish, but Abba Yahweh has to make his covenant with the children of Israel. Look at the eyes too easy, let them see. Look at the ear too easy, Abba Yahweh, let them hear what your spirit has to declare to the children of Israel. Can anyone celebrate the holidays without knowing why? Why there is so many people, they call themselves Black Hebrew Israelite, but they celebrate all kind of holidays without knowing why. Esther. When you talk about Esther, you're about Purim. That's only one occasion you're about Esther. It's the same thing to Hanukkah. Every year you about Hanukkah is Maccabee. So people is ready to celebrate, to honor, to worship the Queen Esther. My question today, can anyone participate, celebrating, and something you have no ideas whatsoever what it is? Because simple is easy to follow the crowd and get lost. But I can see on the scripture about the declaration of Israel 3 times in a year. All your males to come to worship me 3 times. Why people follow things they have no ideas and no understanding about it? Where is Purim coming from? The scripture is coming by Abba Yahweh or by Messiah Yahshua. Do any prophets, any disciple refer about Purim, Esther? Who is Esther? Where is she coming from? Do she a Jewish queen or she of Israel? The book of Hosea 4 chapter verse 6 declared, my people Israel are destroyed because too much knowledge and lack of wisdom. If we are destroyed, it's not because of wisdom of Abba Yahweh, but because of knowledge of this world. Because you accepted wisdom of Abba Yahweh, I also reject you as a nation of priests. And since you have forgotten my commandments of your Almighty Creator Yahweh, I, Abba Yahweh, also would forget your children. Listen carefully. The only one thing you need, if Abba Yahweh said about Spirit to lead you, to teach you, that's all you need. If the book of Hosea 4 chapter verse 6 declared, my people Israel are destroyed, it's not because of lack of knowledge, because of too much knowledge, of lack of wisdom. Since you accept wisdom, I, Abba Yahweh, I also will set you from the nations of priests. And since you have forgotten my commandments, since you have forgotten the command of Abba Yahweh, of your Almighty Creator, Abba will also forget your children. We are understanding 3,500 years ago, Abba make a covenant with the children of Israel, not to the Jewish people. But what is Purim? What is Purim? Why? People want to sleep with the feast of Purim, and all you're talking about is Esther, about no Abba Yahweh, on the book of Esther. Purim is a common morals. The servants of the Purims, Jewish described it. They make Esther as a queen. Esther not supposed to be on the scripture, but they put it anyway. Remember? It's a conspiracy against my people Israel. To those who don't celebrate the feast of Purim with the Jewish people, you are not under the covenant. We are an Israelites. You're not supposed to be celebrate Jewish holidays. I'm not a Jewish. Thanks to Abba Yahweh, I never sleep with any Jewish holidays because I'm not a Jewish. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Levites. If Abba Yahweh declared it in the book of 2 Timothy 2 verse 16, all the scriptures is inspired by Abba Yahweh. If all the scripture is inspired by Abba Yahweh to reprove, to corrections, to make you live in on the right direction, in the right way, why we always hear about Esther, Purim every year, on it every day? Do we sound that some things is okay or something is very fishy? If other scripture is inspired by Abba Yahweh, did Moses celebrate the feast of Purim? Do any prophet on the Tanakh celebrate even one day about Esther Purim? Did Messiah himself and his disciple celebrate Purim? Do we all supposed to be follow the footsteps of Messiah Yahushua? Did all the scripture is inspired by Abba Yahweh? If something is not meant for the children of Israel, why they are to follow the Jewish lies and deceptions and traditions? In the book of Prophet Jeremiah, 10 chapter verse 1, it is what declared to you, Israel. Hear the word which Abba Yahweh declared to you, O house of Israel. Hello? Do we understand that? Do we say the Jewish people? No. That was in the time of Prophet Jeremiah. 10 chapter verse 1. Hear the word which Abba Yahweh declared to you, O house of Israel. That is no affair to black Hebrew Israelite or to the Jewish people. It's simple, declare that to his people, the chosen one, Israel. Hear the word which Abba Yahweh declared to you, O house of Israel. Verse 2. Do not accustom yourself to the ways of the hidden people, and do not be fattened on the side of the sky, for the nations are fattened by them. This is what Abba Yahweh has declared to you, O house of Israel. It don't refer to the Jewish people. It don't refer to the black Hebrew Israelite or to the other people on the face of the earth. Yaakov will become Israel. Yaakov was not a Jewish. But today, just like wisdom and knowledge, just like the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and apple, there is never be an apple issue on the scripture. But people say, oh, it was apple. When there's a tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the twisted of Abba Yahweh for the unfilled gain. This is what Abba Yahweh declared to you, O house of Israel. Do not follow the way of the hidden or the pagan people who try to read their future in the sky. Do not be afraid of them, of their prediction, even though other people are terrified by them. In verse 3, because this religion of those people, they are worthless. Vanity upon vanity. In the time of Moshe, the book of Leviticus, YAHUWEH, 18 chapter verse 3 declared, you must not follow the practice of the lands of Egypt where you used to live. Is it about the Jewish people or to the Israel or to the black people Israel? You must not follow the practice, the traditions, the custom of the land of Egypt where you used to live. And you must not follow the practice of the land of Canaan, where which I, Abba Yahweh, am bringing you. You must not walk in the tradition. Did Abba was speaking to the Jewish people? That comment was for the Jewish or for the black people Israelites? Somebody please. Answer me. When I was speaking about 2,500 years ago, as Moshe is the leadership of the children of Israel, when he says children of Israel, you must, he's not talking to the Jewish or refer to the black Hebrew Israelite. It was only referred to his people, Israel. You must not, point blank, practice. Do not follow the practice, the tradition, the custom of the land of Egypt, where you used to live. That's number one. I will not state that. It keep on going. And you must not, it's a community choice. Follow the practice, the tradition, the custom of the land of Canaan, into which I am Yahweh, I bring you to live. You must not walk in the custom. You must not walk in the tradition. You must not follow their ways, not live the same way they are living. You must be kadosh, means separate, which Yahweh is separate. I keep on going in the book of YAHUWEH, Leviticus 20, chapter verse 23. You must not follow, again and again, you must not follow the traditions of the hidden, of the land of Canaan. I am Yahweh, bringing you out. I bring them out before you, because they did all those things. I destroyed them. I will make us to understand it. I destroyed them because they commit too much abomination against my face. That means you are not exempt. Are you the land of Canaan? It's not because you are good, but because I can take it no more. So I have to destroy them. So very careful. Leviticus 20, chapter verse 20. You must not follow the tradition, the custom, the practice. Do not live in your life journey the same way the people of the land of Canaan live in their lives. I am Yahweh, driven them out before you because they did all those abominations and I destroyed them. So the same way I'm destroyed them, because all those abominations against my eyes, I will destroy you too if you follow them. Do you understand that? No, they don't. But they always say, God loves you the way you are. Hell no. You love nobody the way you are. You see, I will love only those who love me. I will honor those who honor me. And those who despise me, I will despise them too. But today, it's about Mickey Mouse. If I always say the same way I'm destroying them because they're doing so many abominable things, detestable things in my sight, I will also destroy you if you follow them. But no one wants to listen. In the book of Deuteronomy, 12 chapter verse 30, the Purim, 12 chapter verse 20, is also a warning. They are not a choice. You can choose, but there's a price, there's the consequences. The book of Deuteronomy, 12 chapter verse 30, dependent. Do not fall into the trap by following those pagans or those hidden people. Do not worship the gods. Do not worship the gods. Do not be trapped. Do not rejoice about the gods, saying, although these nations worship their gods, I want to follow the example. That's what we are doing. We're supposed to be follow the Torah, the commandments, but we're not. 3 times in a year. It's not 50 times every year. Count how many feasts the Jewish people eyes. They are not on the Tanakh. They are not on the Torah. They call them Jewish holidays, not the Israel, not YAHUWEH holidays. Why they keep on warning us to do something, we refuse to listen. But when men say something, you say, yes, sir. Take care that you do not snare to follow after their God. Why Abel is so clear to the children of Israel? Keep on warning after and after. Send all the prophets to warn the Israelites, but they refuse to listen. But they follow the Jewish people, the black people, Israelites. Time for change. You're all going to pay the prices. Just remember, my fellow brothers and sisters. In the book of Esther, 9 chapter, something happened. To those who are going to celebrate the feast of Purim, you have to be crazy. You have to be insane. Why? That idea didn't come from Abba Yahweh. I'm sorry. That's a man-made, just like Hanukkah. That's a man-made, just like Halloween. By the way, there is no differences between Halloween and Purim. There's no differences. You know that, right? Why we ever hear about Esther, King Esther, every year? That's only one book on the scripture never have even one time declare about Yahweh. But all the glory belong to Esther or Mordecai. There is never be a book like that on the scripture on the book of Esther. Yahweh mentions nowhere on the scriptures the book of Esther. They put that on this scripture. They're not supposed to be there. The Jewish assembly in the cities at the province of the king Zephas to attack those determined to destroy them. Remember, the Jewish people, not the Israelites. Today, the Jewish gathering, the Jewish, not the Israelite, not Abba Yahweh. Oh, it's not there. It's definitely not there. The Jewish gather with themselves together. The Jewish gather with themselves. Esther 9 chapter verse 2. Can you get it for me? Esther 9 chapter verse 2. The Jewish gather with themselves together. The Jewish, not the Israelite. Not Abba was servant, Abba was the prophet, but the Jewish themselves. Gather themselves together in their city to out of the province of the kings, Ahasuerus, to lay in on source as source they heard and Naaman. When they understood that Haman was angry at Mordecai, the Jewish advanced, the Jewish, not the Israelites, the Jewish advanced. And that the queen herself, the queen, there is no such queen in Abba Yahweh kingdom. I would never use a queen. A king of kings, but never a queen of queens. Where that queen coming from? Not Abba Yahweh. The queen herself was a Jewish. Esther was a Jewish girl. And that the Jewish at the royal grant to act. Remember, Esther was a Jewish girl, not an Israelite. Esther is not an Hebrew name. Esther is a Jewish name. It's not Hebrew. The Jewish assembly and the cities, the Jewish, not the Israelite. That means Purim has nothing to do with the house of Israel. The Jewish, hello, with this scripture, Esther 9 chapter, it is written. I don't make it. I want you to see the highest officers, the governors, and the royal officials help the Jewish people for fear of Mordecai. Talk about the Jewish people has nothing to do with the house of Israel. Remember, I declare to you, not by my mind, it's not by my power, but by the YAHUWEH of YAHUWEH. Esther has no mean to be on the scripture. They put it there. It's a story of the Jewish people. By Queen Esther. There is a such queen on the scripture. The only one queen is the queen of heaven, the queen of hell. Esther never proclaimed as a queen. But it's still talk about the king of kings, not queens of queens. As we say, many are called, but only few will be chosen. They happened the Jewish people because fear of Mordecai had seized them. They are fear of their lives. And verse 4, for Mordecai has been promoted in the king's palace, and his fame is spread throughout all the provinces as he become more and more powerful. They call him Mordecai. And verse 5, so the old covenant, from Genesis to Revelation, don't have no word Jewish except on the book of Esther. You can find from Genesis to Revelation, remove the book of Esther, you can never say the word Jewish on the old covenant. Never. That you found in the book of Esther. Because that's a poem. There's a story of the Jewish people who want to evolve something on their own ways. But YAHUWEH never comments them about the feast of Purim. To declare Esther as a queen, the queen of hell. So the Jewish people in Esther 9 verse 5. So the Jewish people went ahead of the appointed day and struck down the enemies with the sword. They killed and annihilated the enemies and did as they pleased. They did as they pleased with those who hate them. Nothing changed. They killed them. The people who tried to kill them, they killed them. It was not YAHUWEH sent them. They revolted in their own ways. So the Jewish people, Esther 9 chapter verse 5 declared. So the Jewish people went ahead of the appointed time and struck down the enemies with the sword. They killed and annihilated the enemies and did as they pleased, and they did as they pleased with those who hate them. Nothing changed until today. They can do anything with those who always hate them today. And verse 6, and the fortress of Susa itself, the Jewish people killed 500 men. The Jewish has nothing to do with the house of Israel. They are cruelty. They are animals. They sacrifice them. They're always in black. Men in black. A servant of YAHUWEH cannot be black. But it's pure. Black is not pure. In the citadel of Susa, and that day, the Jewish people killed 500 men. They destroyed 500 men. Those who want to kill them. Never talking about the Israelites. The Jewish. There's no J in Hebrew. Come on, wake up. If the book of Esther found on the old covenant, how can there's a Jewish on it? Don't take my word. Look at what it says. From Genesis to Revelation, there's no such Jewish on it. There is a few gap on the new covenant. Because when Greek, Latin is started by a province, they translated it. But the old covenant, there was no English, Greek, or Latin at the time. There was Hebrew. It's to see how we've been deceived And those black Hebrew Israelites, to those who couldn't follow the Jewish people, get ready. Because Yahweh say, vengeance is mine. There's a time of ignorance. There's a time of arrogance. But always choose one. When they kill one, he sent another one. Even on the time of Messiah Yahushua, John the Baptist declared that as must be decreased, and Yahshua will be increased. He never sent two at the same time. No way. Now you see, everybody, they call themselves prophets. They call themselves a kind of name. Did Yahweh send them? No. They come in their own name. Yes, the thief is coming out, but we still to kill and to destroy. In verse 7, they also killed Pasadana, Daphon, and Asapa. That was not the Israelites, that was the Jewish people. Puwata, Adaria, Aridata, they killed so many people that day. And that is supposed to be appointed time, but they did not observe the appointed time because they're so stupid. Parasata, Arisa, Arida, and Vareta, all them people get killed by the Jewish people. To make the conclusions better, now let's go to the book, to the verse 20, because it's a long term. We have to take time to go over everything, time after time, verse after verse. Mordecai recorded the book of Esther, 9 chapter verse 20. Mordecai recorded this event and sent a letter to the Jewish, not to the Israelite. That was Mordecai. Who was a prophet of Yahweh? No. Who was a servant of Abba Yahweh? No. Who is Mordecai? Who is Esther? Who is Aman? Do they are in the territory of Abba Yahweh? Do they belong to the kingdom of Abba Yahweh? Tell me. We're talking about the Jewish people, not the Israelites. Mordecai records this event and sent letter to the Jewish, near and far, throughout all the province of kings Xerxes. Whenever I use a king like that, that was a pagan, a hidden king. It's not the king of Israel. Xerxes was the king of Persia. And verse 21, listen carefully. Calling on the Jewish people to celebrate an annual festival on the Tuesdays. Listen carefully. It's not Abba Yahweh talking to his prophet. It's not Abba happening a time to celebrate Purim. It's the Jewish people itself, themselves. It is written in Esther's story. A queen sleep with a queen, with a king. I never see that in my life. A queen become a prostitute just to save his people according to the scripture. Or begin them to keep the 14th day of the month of Adar, in the book of March, and the 15 days of the same year by year. Saturday is not going to be the 14th of Adar. They say from the 14th to 15th of March, Adar, March. But we are not, Saturday we're not going to be things. That means not the appointed time. That's why you are stupid. Can you close that verse for me, please, Sharon? The book of Esther, 9 chapter, verse 21. A time and a season about appointed for everything under the sun. Esther, 9 chapter, verse 21. Mordecai obligated the Jewish people to keep the 14th, not Abba Yahweh. Mordecai. Command the Jewish people. Every 14th and the 15th of the month of Adar, the month of March, they shall celebrate the feast of Purim, year by year. The book of Esther, Now stop to verse 21 to see. To those who have eyes to see, to those who are prepared to celebrate a pagan's nonsense Purim, glorify, honor, worship Queen Esther. Woe to you. It's a warning. Remember, two cannot work together unless they agree from the same direction. Hosea, Amos, chapter verse 3. I will never act without give a warning. That's why he sent his servant to warn his people. There's a time of ignorance and there's a time of arrogance. You're very careful with Abba Yahweh. Mordecai's established among the Jewish people an annual celebrations on the 14th and 15th day of the month of Adar. But Saturday, we're not going to be the 14th and 15th. Why they don't keep the appointed time? To show you I'm so stupid. They write something, but they don't do what they write. That's confusing. I know most of you are going to celebrate Purim, no matter what. But I'm going to punish every one of you. In verse 22, he ordered them to celebrate these days with feasting gladness and by giving gift, food to each other and present to the poor. This will commemorate a time when the Jewish gains relief from their enemies. When their sorrow turns into gladness and the mourning into joy. Commitments, just like Hanukkah, just like Halloween, they are not on the scriptures, but they put Esther. Maccabee nowhere to be found. Every year you hear about Esther, that's Purim. That's only one we're talking about Esther, is Purim. Every year, the only one thing talking about Maccabees is about Hanukkah, just like Halloween. Halloween and Purim has no difference because they are custom. You dress a custom. Halloween is for the Christian people, but the Purim is for the Jewish people. They are the same. Don't let them fool you. For Abba has appointed a time and a season to reveal everything was hiding under the sun. Remember, there is a time of ignorance and there is a time of arrogance. Ignorance is when you do not know. When you know, it's no longer ignorance, it's arrogance. So the Jewish people accept to continue the traditions they had start and Mordecai as written to them. They accept to celebrate Purim every year on the 14th or 15th day of Adar, but they don't keep it. They change every year the date. That's how stupid they are. In verse 24, Aman, son of Amidata, the Azigat, the enemy of the Jewish people, are plotted to crush and destroy them. Everywhere you go, they always try to destroy them. You know that. On that date, to destroy all them, to cast the pure that it is on the wind of destruction. They casting a lot in order to know exactly about Purim. Purim means lot. There is so many things we have been deceived, we have been lied to us. For Aman, that's why there is a thing they call Amantash. Here, Amantash. They eat that when they celebrate Purim. Verse 25. But when the plot came to the king's attention, his issue with an order at the evil case came, Ammon, a device against the Jewish, should come back into his own head, and that he and his son should be impaled and poised. Listen carefully. But when he come down before the king of Persia, he give order in writing that his evil plan that he has devised against the Jewish people should return on his own head, and that he and his son should be hanged on the poles. Yet again, Abel has nothing to do with the Purim festivities, with Queen Esther. In verse 26, that is why this celebration is called Purim, because it is ancient word for casting lot. So because of Mordecai, later, and because of what they are experiencing, therefore they call this day Purim. We look at a lot to make a decision. Just like they put a dust. Just like the time Mr. Yahshua was died, they cast a lot to decide who's going to receive his garment. On the ocean pagan thing, they always cast things in order for them to know who's going to get the power, the authority to do this. So therefore they call these days Purim. After them pure, therefore, because all that was written in this letter, and who are they are face and his mother, and what that happens to them. Remember, refer to the Jewish people. Verse 27, Esther, 9th chapter, verse 27 declared, the Jewish took on themselves, listen carefully. I want to quote that from Michelle, please. Esther, 9th chapter, verse 27. The Jewish people took it on themselves to establish the tradition, the custom, that they are their descendant. And all Usuan them, all Usuan the sects, Jewish, should without fail observe these 2 days every year, and the way prescribed and at the time appointed. That means if you are born Jewish, you're going to join the sect Jewish. Jewish is a religion. Jewish is a sect. It's not what you think. They are culty. Remember Kabbalah? The Jewish throughout the realms agreed to inaugurate the traditions and to pass it on to their descendant and to all who become Jewish. So if the black Hebrew Israelites celebrate Purim because they are Jewish, they are no longer an Israelite. They declare they will never fail to celebrate those 2 days prescribed at the appointed time each year. They make a vow. If you are the Jewish people, no matter where you are, Saturday, Sunday, you must celebrate the Purim, because it's the Jewish traditions. Yahweh has nothing to do with it. Just like I will never command the children of Israel to celebrate Halloween or Hanukkah. The same to Purim. There's no differences. Halloween is for the Christian people. But Esther has no difference. It's for the Jewish people. Each one served their own God. Esther has nothing to do with the Torah. I never acquainted her or appointed her as a queen. She could claim herself as a queen, but not for Abba Yahweh. You can read the book of Esther From the first chapter to the last one, Yahweh name never mentioned even one time. You hear about Esther, Aman, the kings of Cephas, Aman, Mordecai, Esther. You ever hear about Abba Yahweh on the book of Esther? The book of Esther is a myth. It's a Jewish story. Has nothing to do with the house of Israel. I declare to you again, I'm not a Jewish. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Levites. Thanks to Abba Yahweh to reveal to me who am I. I was wondering, but I never confused because I never believe in religion or say, but anything which Abba revealed to me, Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits. That's it, 3 times a year. That's it. Thank you, Abba Yahweh. So that means there is a lot of black Hebrew Israelites going to celebrate Purim. Good luck to you, every one of you. But concerning those, when I celebrate those holidays, you can never enter the kingdom of Abba Yahweh. With my lips, you can never enter the kingdom of Abba Yahweh. The Jewish people established and made a traditions for themselves. Listen carefully. It's not coming by Abba Yahweh. If you read the book of Esther, Abba's name is not there, not even one time. You're about the Jewish people. Mordecai, Haman. Yahweh is not there. The Jewish people establish and accept the traditions for themselves, and for the seed, and for all those who join themselves to them as a Jewish. So that celebrating those days according to what was written down, not by Abba Yahweh, but by Mordecai. And according to the fixed time from year to year, will not pass away. But even they write it down. This is about the 14th and the 15th every year. Saturday is not going to be the 14th or the 15th. That's all confusing. They write something because they have to follow the moon. That's all dumb, stupid, blind they are. In verse 28, those days should be remembered and observed in every generation of the Jewish people, by every family, and every province, and every cities. And this day of Purim should never be failed to be celebrated by the Jewish. Hello. That means the Israel has nothing to do with that. It's not a commandment from Abba Yahweh. It's not a letter sent by Abba Yahweh censor. It was the Jewish people themselves who proclaimed that day. You will never cease to be celebrated amongst the Jewish, nor will the memory of what happened ever die among the descendants of the Jewish people. That's the history of the Jewish. Nothing to do with Abba Yahweh. In verse 29, the Queen Esther, hello, the book of Esther, nice up to verse 29, is a shame. The Queen Esther, the daughter of Abigail, along with Mordecai, the Jew, wrote another letter, putting the queen, full authority, Queen Esther, not Abba Yahweh, Queen Esther has full authority behind Mordecai letters to establish the festival of Purim. Hello, somebody else? I need some help. As declared, there is nothing hiding under the sun. And one day, not going to be none to do. When we take the book of Esther, 9th chapter, verse 27, a little young girl called herself Esther. She proclaimed herself to be a queen of hell, daughter of Abihail, along with Mordecai, the Jewish, wrote the second letter with full authority to confirm the letter about Purim. Esther was not a servant of Abihail. She was not chosen by Abihail. She chose her own self to become a queen. So now, they're going to give glory to Esther. They're going to worship Esther. When we should be honor, worship on the Abihail, only 3 times a year. If we have to follow the book of the footsteps of Messiah Yahushua, did Messiah Yahushua say by Esther? Do he command us as his people, as his followers, as his disciple, as his apostle, to remember Esther, Purim? No. Why? Go throughout the scripture, from Genesis to Revelation. Not even one prophet talking about Purim. Just like Maccabees, just like Hanukkah. Those are Jewish festivals. Those are Jewish tradition. But they are not on the scripture. They are not on the Torah. They are not on the Nevi'im. They are not on the disciple or the prophets who celebrate Hanukkah. None. How many servants of Abba Yahweh who celebrate Purim? Only the Jewish people. Only the Jewish people. Queen Esther proclaimed herself as a queen just to sleep with the king to save his people, the Jewish people. Has nothing to do at all with the children of Israel. I will put my life in the line. To understand, the Jewish establish and accept a tradition for themselves and for the seed to all those who join themselves to them. Not the Israelite. Wrote another letter putting the queen's full authority, Queen Esther, as full authority behind Mordecai. Letter to establish the festival tradition of the Jewish Purim. So it's not of Abihail. It's from Mordecai and Esther. So any one of you do not listen and celebrate the feast of Purim, you're going cut off from among the children of Israel. There is a time of ignorance, and there is a time of arrogance. And Esther, verse 31, this letter establishes the festival tradition of Purim. Annually, celebrations of those days at the appointed time, degrades by both Mordecai, the Jewish, and Queen Esther. Hello? Anybody home? That Esther, 9th verse 31. That degrade signed by both people. One called Mordecai. The other one is Queen Esther, Queen of Hell. The Jewish people decide to observe the festivals just as they decided for themselves, just like they decide for themselves. It's not coming by Abba Yahweh on the Torah, not by the son of Abba Yahweh. Mordecai was a criminal just like the others. They are established the feast of Purim on the 14th of the 15th of the month of Adar, but they don't keep the appointed time because they are so dumb, so stupid. In verse 32, so the command of Esther, the command of Esther. So Esther has on in command, not Abba Yahweh. Hello, we there? Esther 9 chapter verse 32. So the comment of Esther confirmed the practice of pouring, and it was all the glory, the honor, the worshiping is Esther and Mordecai. What is a feast of pouring? To memorialize the victory Mordecai institute the feast of pouring, to celebrate by year. And Esther 26 verse 32. Like Hanukkah, Mukabi, Festival of Booths, Shavuot, Simchat Torah, the Feast of Tabernacle, the Feast of Trumpet. The list can go on and on and on and on and on and on. This is not from Abba Yahweh. Time for change. It's not Obama change. But this is what Abba had declared to the children of Israel. If you are his people. People say about everything, but except what Abba has commanded to them. My friends, today we see things happen. Abba never commanded the children of Israel about the Feast of Purim. The Feast of Purim is created by men, by the Jewish people, by Queen Esther, who slipped in with the king just to save the Jewish people. Throughout the scriptures, Esther was supposed to be on the scripture. It's the only book on the scripture who they have Yahweh name on the scripture. That Esther Purim should be removed on the scripture. Because it has nothing to do with the Torah. I will never choose King Esther. Queen Esther, I mean. The scriptures say King of Kings, not Queen of Queens. Do queens taken from to the scripture? Or is it myth? Is it a Jewish tradition? Just a Jewish story. If anybody asks you why you're going to stay with Esther, what will be your answer? Esther is the same thing to Hanukkah, Maccabees. Who they are? They are a servant of Abba Yahweh? Who create the sky feast? Is Abba Yahweh? No. If Abba declared to his people 3 times in a year, 3 times, not only times, but only 3. If there's only more than 3, that means something is wrong. To the Easter in the 1st century, BCE, the 4th century BCE, at the time Moses was even born yet. So where is taken from in BCE? In 1st century BCE, they start by celebrating Purim, when Moshe was not even born yet. During of Pesach kings of Asiphat, and his Jewish wife Esther, Amon, the king, the high officials, planned to kill all the Jewish in the kingdom. Because when there's Jewish there, they want to control. You know that, right? What is the importance of Purim? Purim is a Jewish festival. Has nothing to do with Abba Yahweh commandments or instruction, regulations, whatever it is. It's just man-made 100%. I put my life on the line. If you can challenge me, go ahead, challenge me. Not by my mind, not by my power, but the Ruach HaKodesh of Abba Yahweh. What is the importance of the Purim for the Jewish people? Purim is a Jewish festival commemorating the survival of the Jewish, nothing to do with the Israelite. Every single word is Jewish people. When Abba Yahweh never make a covenant with the Jewish people, but except to the house of Israel. Who is in 6th century BCE, were naked for death of the Persian rulers. They stay and celebrate only on the book of Esther. Why Purim is only celebrate, you hear about Purim only on the history of Esther. A prostitute queen slept with a king to save his people. It's not YAHUWEH. What is the story behind the Purim tradition holidays? Esther is crowned queen after winning a beauty contest. Hello, we understand it? A young little girl named Esther. What the story behind the Purim tradition of holidays? Esther is crowned queen after she winning a beauty contest. Mordecai, Esther's cousins, in love, a plot to kill the king and report it. King Ahasuerus promote Haman, making him more powerful than the others official. Mordecai refused to bow down before Haman and close confident to the king. What is the ritual of Purim? What is the ritual of Purim? Like many Jewish holidays, food and drink, and exchange of joints Purim. Some also give food to the poor. So they went participate in festival of Purim. Family and friends, they set something they call Hamantash. Purim is nothing but pagans, heathens, in the Jewish holidays. Why is Purim like Halloween of the Christian people? Of course, yes. There is no differences between Purim and Halloween. Purim is not a Hebrew name. Purim is a Yiddish word, mean lads. Like Halloween is a Christian's terms. The answer is yes. There is no differences between Purim and Halloween. Different God, but same Satan. Purim, the people embrace comparing the holidays, the Halloweens, is often like the modern Halloween for the Jewish people. Both of them celebrate and involve in dressing up in costume and going to carnivals and other festivities. You can think of Purim as the Jewish Halloween. Are there? So Purim and Halloween, the both use a custom traditions. They dress in different ways. So there's no differences between the Jewish Purim and the Halloween by the Christians. The same. What food and eatings during the Purim? They call them Amantash. Yiddish. Amantash is not Hebrew, it's Yiddish. They call it iron packets. They call it Purim food. More Purim customs, the sweet. They are on joy of the Jewish during the Purim. And commit Amantash, keplak, stuffed garbage, anything with poppy seed, nuts, and legume. Did Abel comment the children of Israel to celebrate Purim? The answer will shock you. It's no and oh no. I will never command any of his servants to celebrate or to remember Purim every year. On the 14th of the 15 days of the month of Adar. It's 100% Jewish holidays. Almost 2,000 years ago, Mr. Yahshua declares something. He cried aloud, Father, Father, forgive them, because they do not know what they're doing. But the book of Acts 17, chapter verse 30 declared that our Yahweh is not the author of confusion. On the time of ignorance, our Yahweh overlook at it. Now commanded every man to repent from their wicked ways. It's the same thing Messiah declared almost 2,000 years ago. Father, forgive them because they do not know. You don't declare, Father, forgive them because they are know. Because we are in ignorance. We all was in ignorance at some time. That Abiyah will reveal to you the truth. It's up to you. You all say you have a choice. You don't have no choice. Your apps say you have a free will. You don't have the free will. We have something they call free moral agency. We can use it. But there's always be consequences. My friends, Purim has nothing to do with Abraham's commitments. And Abraham never commanded the children of Israel to celebrate the feast of Purim. Purim is the same thing to do the Thanksgiving by the United States of America every month of November. I will never command my people Israel to celebrate and to follow the book of the Jewish people. But see, if you love me, obey my commitments. We are dying today because of disobedience. Isaiah 1 verse 3 declared it. The ox know his honor, and a donkey is master cribs. But Israel do not know. My people do not know me. Hosea 4 chapter verse 1. Hear the word of Abba Yahweh, you children of Israel. For Abba has controversy with the inhabitant of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no wisdom of Abba Yahweh in the land. Listen, Hosea 4 chapter verse 1. Hear the word of Abba Yahweh, you children of Israel. You don't refer to the Jewish people. You can read it. I don't make it. It's written. Hosea 4 chapter verse 1. Hear the word of Abba Yahweh, you children of Israel. You don't say the Jewish or the black people Israelite. I'm sorry. If I have to put my feet in your toes, I will do it. I want nobody to love me because you lie to them. I want you to hate me. Let the truth set you free. Abba Yahweh has a controversy with the inheritance of the land of Israel, because there is no truth on them, no mercy, no wisdom of Abba Yahweh in the land. They have plenty wisdom. They're not going to follow the Jewish figures, because they have a knowledge. Hosea 6 chapter verse 6. For I, Abba Yahweh, there are many of you, and not sacrifice. The wisdom of Abba Yahweh is more than burning offerings. The wisdom of Abba Yahweh. Because many of you are confused between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge came from Satan, the one who gave Adam and Eve the knowledge on the garden. But if you want such wisdom, ask in Abba Yahweh. Second Chronicle 15 to verse 3. Now, for a long time, a long season, Israel been without the true Abba Yahweh. Hello, a long time. Long time. Almost 1800 years and plus. Now, for a long time, a long season, Israel been without the true Abba Yahweh. And without a teaching from the Levites, from the priests. And without the coming of Abba Yahweh. Now, it's up to you. You get it? You can embrace it, or you can reject it. But remember, Hosea 4:6, when Abba declared from his prophet Hosea, my people Israel are destroyed because of too much knowledge and lack of wisdom. Now is it time to reject the knowledge Adam and Eve was introduced to you by Satan on the Garden of Eden, now to embrace wisdom of Abba Yahweh. The word of Abba Yahweh is wisdom. The word of man is knowledge. When you go to school, they make you read on the dead people book to become an engineer, a doctor, a nurse, an architect, anything. All those books written by dead people. But we embrace them. But the scripture is a living word. The Messiah is on the cross. Messiah was resurrected after 3 days. Now, you follow Yahushuа Messiah, or you follow the Jewish people. Messiah declared it. I am the way, Philip. I am the life, and I am the truth. No man go to my Father, but except to me. The choice is yours. The bird is in your hands. My blessing is to plant the seed. Abba Yahweh is the one watering the seed. But if I'm giving the word, I'm done between you and your Creator. You can choose to obey. You can choose not to obey. It's up to you. Abba Yahweh, I thank you for the opportunity, for the blessing. And you say, I know who they are. They're not going to listen to you. They are very rebellious. Very stiff-necked people. Even they listen or they not listen to you. Give them my warning anyway. Hello. This is what I receive. I say, I know who they are. If they don't listen to me, they will not listen to you. But give them my warning anyway. Even they listen or not, but proclaim them. Declare to them my word. If you fail to proclaim to them my word, the blood will be required in your hand. But if you give them my word, you proclaim my word to them, you declare my word to them, they don't listen, I will kill them, but you're going to be spare yourself from the blood. So I don't want the blood to be on my hand. That's why I want to do the truth. Because I have responsibilities. I can love money, I can love myself, I can love pleasure, or I can love Abba Yahweh. I choose by the power, by the mercy, by the grace, by the authority of our Spirit to serve Abba Yahweh and to be with Abba Yahweh. For the day, I'm lit. Abba, I thank you for the opportunity, for the blessing. I thank you for all those who listen to your message. To those going to take it as a consideration, and to those going to be rejected. My people are destroyed because of too much knowledge and lack of wisdom. Because you reject wisdom. Wisdom is about commitments. Knowledge is a man-made tradition. Because you reject wisdom of Abba Yahweh, Abba declared that I also reject your children. I forget them as a nation of priests. Now it's the time to reject all the knowledge you was received from school, university, everywhere. Let Abba Yahweh feed you with wisdom, just like he did to me. If he loves you, you obey to him. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. May Abba Yahweh have a pity and love upon you. I thank everyone of you who's Hyland, Shabbat Shalom, Janice. You get the pride to Prince Shawan, you need your address to claim your scripture, and Janice also, I think you have a prize. So send me a link, please, to send it to you. May Abba Yahweh bless every one of you. Always thank you, every one of you, no matter where you are. May you think about this message today and pass it on. May Abba Yahweh be with you. May Abba keep his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May Abba Yahweh keep you safe and bless you and keep on provide for you and your for loved ones and YAHUWEH MESSIAH. Remember, every Sunday and Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern time and from 12 to 1 p.m. PST time at that great FM.com. Remember, the app is free. The thatgreatfm.com. Every Sunday and Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern time and from 12 to 1 p.m. PST time. I am Messenger Daniel. Until next time, just shalom aleichem. Peace be today. To the Rabbi Yahweh with much more love, blessing, and shalom to everyone else. I see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. PST time and 6 p.m. PST time to open up Abba Yahweh to the Shabbat. Be blessed and stay blessed. May Abba Yahweh bless you with much more love, blessing, and shalom.